And now we're on to the final matchup of the day. NBA playoffs, day 2, game 4. Number 1 seeded Utah Jazz versus Grind City Memphis Grizzlies, the number 8 seed. Utah Jazz have been the story of the year. They've won so many games. It was a disappointing loss last year in the bubble. Donovan Mitchell has budded into a star. Rudy Gobert is still a defensive juggernaut. He just causes havoc. Mike Conley, their point guard, is just very good. He was from Memphis, so this is going to be just interesting with that alone. He's going to go back there, and it's going to be very emotional because he spent most of his career there. But this Jazz team looks legit. I don't think it was a fluke that they won so many games. They just had a lot of motivation, and I'm just happy for them because I like Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell reminds me of a Dwayne Wade-esque type player, and the Western Conference is very difficult, and you're a young guy. You've been your third year in the league, and you signed your extension. You're going to be in Utah for the long haul, and you lead them to the first seed. That's just amazing to see. But not only that, this team isn't just amazing, but the number 8 seed is also amazing. Memphis Grizzlies, I wrote about it last year, Memphis meltdown. They lost in the play-in tournament against the Portland Trail Blazers when they played it was 6 games. They lost 5 out of the 6. And they had to play in the play-in, and Damian Lillard and CJ took over. This year, they had to play in the play-in tournament, and they had to face the Golden State Warriors to secure the last spot. It was back and forth. The Warriors had a chance to win the game. Draymond Green misses the layup, but Ja Morant, the Rookie of the Year last year, just took over. He was just making big shot after big shot. He's a pest on defense. And he was just causing. Steph Curry had an amazing game. So kudos to Steph, but Ja Morant made it difficult when it really mattered most. And like I just said, these Memphis Grizzlies play hard. They have Jonas Valanciunas, Jaren Jackson Jr., Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson. What's his name? I forgot his name. Terrible at me. Justice Winslow. They have a very young team. I don't know if their bench will be able to compete with the Jazz. The Jazz made a lot of threes, and they have Jordan Clarkson, who is also for the running for Most Improved Player of the Year. He's just been, I don't want to just say electric because I feel like that's too general, but he's been a man on a mission, and he has contributed just as much as Donovan Mitchell to why the Jazz have the number 1 seed. But this series is very tough. I was leaning towards 5 because the Grizzlies, you don't want to count them out. They have enough in the tank to, if you're playing their style of game, then they're going to win. And especially if you're in Memphis, that's a very tough place to play. Especially for me because I'm a Miami Heat fan and we struggled immensely in Memphis. So it's very hard to play there, but it's also very hard to play in Utah. So first 2 games are in Utah. But my prediction is this series is going to 6 games. Ja Morant, he's going to do everything he can, but the Jazz have enough weapons. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley, Joe Ingles. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot for them to overcome. But the Jazz are ultimately going to pull this out and prove to the league that it's not a fluke that they're the number 1 seed and that it wasn't a fluke that they got eliminated last year, but that because of that loss last year, it made them stronger and it made them better. And that's why they're going to win this series 4-2, and that's going to be the final prediction matchup of day 1. These series are going to be amazing. Like I said, day 1 was amazing. Day 2 is just going to be just as great. So don't touch your remote. stay locked in, watch these games, and see these guys bring the electricity back to everyone because fans are back and we get to watch basketball, and that is an amazing thing to feel. But thank you for watching Light Sports Breakdown. This has been LSB. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day and enjoy these playoffs.